Hey, you guys. Spend the day with me so I could talk about what happened to me yesterday. Now, I don't want to get this story wrong, so I had to write down me some notes because it was an experience. Me and my husband went to a funeral yesterday. Um, may God rest his soul. May God continue to heal and support their family. I would ask my YouTube family to make sure you pray for them, pray for their mental healing. Just pray for their everyday life in general, living without their loved ones. I pray for comfort. I pray for peace. I pray for joy. And I pray that they keep their loved one that passed away memories alive. Sometimes, Lord have mercy on me. Whew. Hold on, y'all. Let me that up there one. Because this bird. Oh my goodness gracious, this bird scared the crap out of me. But anyway, y'all, like I said, I had to write down some notes. So come spend the day with me so I could talk about these shoes and why I had to put on these shoes, right? Me and my husband, we went to a funeral, and after the funeral service, me and my husband was walking out the funeral home, and we saw this lady with heels on. Now, the lady that was in front of us, she was barely walking because she had on like maybe a 2, 3, 4, maybe a 5 inch heel. And I noticed that her right foot was leaning. So mind you, now I'm holding my husband's hand and I'm just looking at her foot leaning. I was like, Louis, she gonna fall because she walking to the side. Me and my husband get in the truck. And I asked my husband, I said, did you see that lady? He was like, what lady? I said, the lady that was in front of us with them heels on. He was like, oh yeah, I saw her. I thought she was going to fall. I said, I thought she was going to fall too because her right foot was just leaning. I'm talking about it was leaning to a point where I literally thought that she was going to fall. We get to the burial site. And me and my husband, we walked through the grass, headed to the burial site. And I noticed when I got there, the same lady that I was talking about, she changed shoes. So now it's over. And me and my husband headed back to our vehicle. And y'all tell me why my left foot fell into the hole in the ground. I was going down fast, y'all. But I didn't. Because like I said, I was holding my husband's hand. And now when I was going down in the hole, I didn't fall, but I did do a squat. So once I did a squat, my husband, he was holding my hand. He just lifted me back up. So we saw a guy that was sitting in his truck. And he got out the truck, like stood on the side and stood up. And he was like, that need to be on Steve Harvey. And I asked my husband, I was like, what needs to be on Steve Harvey? Because like I said, I was clueless. And he said, you. And I'm looking like, he was like, thank me later. Because I just saved your life. And y'all, the crazy thing about it is, I did not put another pair of shoes in my car to change. So after this incident, me and my husband went to Ross and got me those tennis shoes that y'all just saw. When I tell you God got me together real fast, he got me together. Like I normally don't talk about people. I normally don't. But that day, I talked about her. And in that moment, when my foot fell in that hole, God revealed to me You cannot go around speaking negativity or harm to my people. Again, God revealed to me, you cannot go around speaking negativity or harm to my people. Even if it's in the company of your family, your friends, or even a thought. God said, I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. Matter of fact, you will be the example. And I was like, dang. Now, sometimes in life, you have to hold yourself accountable for the things that you do, for the things that you say. Because you never know what people might be going through. You can't go around talking about people because you never know what people might be going through. God said, I will set you up to be the example. That you cannot go around speaking negativity on my people. So anyway, I got together real fast, y'all. I really did. I got my act together. So me and my husband went home. I had to stop by Hobby Lobby. Well, I really didn't have to stop by Hobby Lobby. I was going to Target. And I just so happened to stop at Hobby Lobby because my daughter, she has a project that's due. So I went in to get some items. So once I was checking out, like I said, I still had on my clothes that I wore to the funeral. So when the lady was ringing me up, she was like, well, oh yeah, you know, I like your dress and I like your heels. Now let me tell you how the devil worked, y'all. She said, I like your dress and I like your heels. And instantly, y'all, you know how sometimes when we get into a conversation, we have to talk about our experiences as well. So immediately when she said something about my heels, my initial thought was, you know, when I went to the funeral, I saw a lady, but I did not say that. It brought back a memory of what God had told me. Because I was going to talk about the lady in Ross, but God got me together real fast when I was talking about the lady. So I went to talk about the lady again, y'all. Like I just didn't learn my lesson. So it did not come out of my mouth. I just said, when the lady asked me about my shoes, I just said, oh, thank you. And she was like, well, girl, I got to wear flats. I said, sometimes I got to wear flats too. God got me together real fast. And I'm just thankful when I went in Ross, I was able to listen and act on what God had already revealed to me. He said that I was the example. God said I was the example. So I was about to run my mouth in Ross, and I remembered what God had said. And I kept my mouth shut. Sometimes in life, you have to stay silent. You have to ask God for forgiveness. You have to ask God for healing. Because there are a lot of things that we do that will hurt people's feelings. There are a lot of things that we do to brush people off. But in that moment, she had strength and I was the weak one. God made her legs strong, and mine was shaky, and I fell in the hole. Now, can't nobody tell me God ain't real. Now, I don't go to church most Sundays, but I do believe in God. I do believe that God is a way maker. He's a miracle worker. He's a promise keeper. I know that God gives us glimpses of our lives daily, whether it be through thought, visual, or even just speaking. God is in control. I thank God for his knowledge. I thank God for his wisdom. I thank God for allowing me to live and be free of whatever it is. No, God knows my heart. Now, this was a life lesson. I mean, not even a life lesson. This was a in the moment lesson for me. That you can't go around talking about people. You cannot. You can't go around talking about people. God will get you together real fast. And I hope y'all have a blessed day.